here in the Idaho Today kitchen because can you believe it? The 4th of July is next week. My goodness, it's creeping up on us. And in addition to those great barbecues and the great food, you need something special to wash it down because it's a holiday. So we have with us a phenomenal mixologist, Ehrmann. And H, share with our viewers, though, a little bit about your background because you have an extensive professional experience as a mixologist.
Yeah,
Tell us about that.
I have been in the business for about 38 years. I started as a cook. That's it. I started as a cook on the Jersey Shore, and I own a bar in San Francisco called Elixir for the last 20 years. Mm-hmm. And through that 20 years of the evolution of the kind of modern cocktail revival, that led to my involvement in a lot of things, from a consulting company to a beverage catering company to a mixer company to a spirit company. So anything around beverage, I've got my hands in.
That's exciting. All right, so you're bringing a lot of experience here to the table. We're talking major expertise, giving us some suggestions here for some flavor profiles and what you can mix for your family and your friends this holiday season. So what are we making, my friend?
So the first thing is this is a fresh agave margarita with this. Fresh Victor is a refrigerated, fresh cocktail mixer that is really easy to use. And basically, you can mix it equal parts spirit to mixer, just like that. I'm doing 2 ounces and 2 ounces. And you can mix that up and shake it real quick.
Oh, I like it. I like the touch with the hand mixer. You got to bring that to your barbecue, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
This is called a Boston shaker. This combination of 2 pieces.
Okay.
So that's just a shaken version. I do this when I do this at home. I just do it out. So you can also do 2 parts of mixer to 1 part spirit.
Okay.
I just like to pour it right into the glass. And as I always joke, I just mix it with my finger and I go back to the couch.
That's the real professional way to mix, right there.
That's how you can get that drink out really quick and easy.
So yeah, you can't go wrong with a margarita during the 4th of July, right?
Such a go-to, most popular cocktail in America.
Yeah, absolutely. I had a couple this weekend.
This is a batch cocktail. So with this one, I'm going to make a pitcher of it. So if you're having a barbecue, you're entertaining, you're having people over. This is a 96-ounce pitcher. I picked this up at Fred Meyer. You can just easily get these anywhere, cheap plastic. I'm going to put an entire 16 ounces of the cactus pear and pomegranate mixer in here.
Okay.
Another 16 ounces of the Mexican lime and agave.
Ooh, okay.
And then I'm going to fill that same thing, make 16 ounces of this Square One botanical vodka, which is made here in Idaho, up in Rigby. It's a great local spirit that's very complex.
That's exciting. There are so many amazing places that are making local, what am I trying to say?
Spirits?
Spirits, yes, thank you. I'm like, it's not a liqueur. It's a,
This one's actually been around for well over a decade, probably 15 years now.
That's awesome.
Which is great. So I put another 5 ounces of Saint Germain, which is an elderflower liqueur. Gives it this really beautiful kind of floral flavor.
Fancy.
And then on top of that, I'm going to put a bunch of ice.
Okay.
And you can fill that with ice. That would be fine. But for expediency's sake, I'm just going to put some in there. Stir it all up.
Oh, wow. That smells so refreshing.
And then I'm just going to, it's got the built-in filter on it.
Because like you said, you got the pomegranate in there, you got the lime, you also got a little bit of that elderflower. That is really floral and incredibly light and refreshing.
And complex.
Yes, and complex as well.
That's the key to an adult beverage, is the complexity.
Complexity.
Give that a little stir.
Nice.
And then I call this red, white, and you, and I'm going to cover that with some blueberries that I just dusted in some powdered sugar.
Oh, look at that. See, and that's how you take it over the top right there. That's going to really impress.
The garnish is what really sells the drink.
Red, white, and you. That's cute. Okay, and you got the blueberries. All right, and what are we making over here?
For this one, this is a bourbon drink. So bourbon is, by an act of Congress, 1963, the official spirit of the United States of America.
Oh, is it really?
It really is.
I didn't know that. How's that for some patriotic information for your 4th? Okay.
So with this one, I'm going to put 3 ounces of Cyrus Noble bourbon, which is a classic bourbon that was really big in the mining era, especially out here in Idaho. The miners back in the late 19th century could get Cyrus Noble, and you can still get it today.
Love it.
Delicious, classic, traditional mash bill bourbon. Now I'm going to put about 4 ounces of the Fresh Victor strawberry and lemon in here.
And lemon.
And I'm going to spice that up with a little bit of cinnamon powder. So
it's nice and warm.
Yep, this is the cinnamon goes really well with the bourbon because you get those notes in the bourbon itself.
Yes.
Plus it matches really well with the strawberry. And then To top it off, I'm going to put about 1.5 ounces of orgeat syrup.
Ooh, what's that?
This is an almond syrup with
almond
a fancy French name.
Ooh, okay, I like it.
And then I'm just going to give that a shake.
And you put it in the Boston mixer?
Boston shaker like this.
Shaker, Boston shaker.
Which is different from the cobbler shaker,
Oh,
which
that's
is
right.
this is what most people think of as a cocktail shaker.
Yes.
That has a strainer built into it.
Yes, I have that at
But
home.
you'll find most professionals will use this because, as you see, when you shake it, the temperature causes the metal to expand, and it makes it difficult to get open, which is why these are very hard to get open usually. But when you have one of these, you just knock it like that.
And then there you go.
It comes out every time.
I've been doing it wrong the whole time.
And that's why you never see bartenders really struggle with that.
That's true. Very nice.
So that's going to be topped up on there, nice and spicy and strawberry.
Cinnamon, and some almond. Oh, that sounds fantastic.
And then I'm going to garnish
like dessert
that.
in glass.
I call this Team America USA.
Team America USA, right there.
Just
Top
gonna
with a
garnish
cute
that
little
with
flag.
There you go. There's your classic
Love it. Look
bourbon
at that.
backyard drink.
Some great spread here. Some great ways to wash down that barbecue with your guests this holiday on the 4th. Now, these are alcoholic beverages, but you also have some non-alcoholic options. Mocktails, a lot of people are really enjoying those during holiday celebrations and just in life in general. Myself, definitely one of those individuals. I was incredibly excited to find out, though, that do you know of a alcohol-free bourbon? As mentioned, the bourbon is a 4th of July. It's a great spirit to have because it's the official spirit of our country, apparently. I never knew this. But here's one way you can actually get that flavor profile, but then not have to really worry about consuming alcohol.
Yeah, and this is actually another one here too. This is a this is a company called Free Spirits, and this is a tequila version and a bourbon version.
Wow.
Get a lot of that same flavor without the alcohol.
Okay, what are you going to make with those?
Those actually, you can just substitute those into this instead of the vodka, or instead of the tequila, and this instead of the bourbon.
So it's the same cocktails, you're just using non-alcoholic spirit.
And
Love
then
this.
This last drink I'm going to show you is it's another tequila drink that you can get downtown at the Eureka restaurant on 8th Street.
Oh, really?
And this has got the Fresh Victor cucumber and lime. And it's a version of a margarita that they serve with some real fancy kind of what you might call kind of high mixology touches to it, in that it's got this beautiful spiced rim on it, which is a combination of tahini, which is like a Mexican chili spice, some kosher salt, and a little bit of fresh lime zest.
Love it.
And then you finish it off.
Oh, I'm going to let you get fancy. H, where can people find you, though? I mean, these are brilliant ideas, and I know you are everywhere. As mentioned, you got your bar in San Francisco. You have your hands in so many different things, but if they want to kind of follow you and get some more ideas, or what do they do?
Well, you can find me on Instagram at Cocktail Ambassadors or at Fresh Victor Cocktails. And my bar is Elixir at Elixir SF.
Wonderful. H, this is fantastic. I've learned so much. And everyone, now you know how you're going to really impress your guests this 4th of July. All right, we'll be right back here on Idaho Today right after the break.